Hello friends, this is John in the United Kingdom, broadcasting to Elton John fans throughout the world. I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing today because this package has just arrived for me in the post. I know what's inside, I think, but I'm quite excited by it. So let's have a look and see. I've just made a bit of an attempt to get through the cardboard. Now when I lift this out, you will see what is inside. Just struggling with the cardboard here. And what do we have here? But Regimental Sergeant Zippo. Now, those of you who are big Elton John fans will know that this was the album that's been put together of music that preceded Elton's first official studio album, which was Empty Sky. And in fact, on the front here, it says the debut album that never was. Debate rages as to whether this is an official album or not. It's certainly come through the Elton John organisation, so we can't say it's a bootleg. It's just, I suppose, a bit of an afterthought. So it's one of those that's exciting to have. So I'm just peeling off the cellophane wrapper to this one to see what's inside. And immediately was struck by the sort of psychedelic image on the front of this, which of course is appropriate to the time of the music here. So we're looking at 1967 and 1968. Right, there is the front of the album. It's a beautiful design, isn't it? It's a lovely feel to the album. Let's have a look at the other side. There's the track listing. Now, some of these tracks are also on the Elton John Jewel box, but not necessarily the same editions of those, the same versions of those tracks. So I've got to listen to them and do some comparisons. So I'm not going to do a listen today, but I am going to look at what's inside. So when we lift out the inner sleeve, we get, again, a lovely black and white version of the drawing on that, with Elton popping up in several different guises around here. So that's pretty impressive, isn't it? And then on the other side, we've got the full list of lyrics. Now I'll just run through the tracks we've got here. Most of these are Elton and Bernie compositions, but not all. So we've got When I Was Tealby Abbey. That's the first track, and that's an Elton and Bernie composition. Then And the Clock Goes Round, again Elton and Bernie. Then Sitting Doing Nothing, which is Elton John and Caleb Quay. So interesting that he's involved in that one. Turn to Me is Elton and Bernie, and then Angel Tree is also an Elton and Bernie composition. The first side closes with Regimental Sergeant Zippo itself. Now, I don't think I've heard that track before, so I'm looking forward to hearing that one. It's Elton and Bernie. Now, second side, A Dandelion Dies in the Wind, which I have heard before, Elton and Bernie. You'll Be Sorry to See Me Go, I've heard that as well, that's Elton and Caleb. Then Nina, Elton and Bernie. Tartan Coloured Lady, Elton and Bernie. Hourglass, Elton and Bernie, and it finishes with Watching the Planes Go By, Elton and Bernie. I've heard that track as well. So a few of these are included on the jewel box. Got to analyse exactly what's going on there because that is an interesting combination of tracks, isn't it? Now on the hype sticker here, which I have torn off but will keep, of course, it says contains one previously unreleased track and 8 alternate versions. Now I'm a bit hazy about this period with Elton. I would guess the previously unreleased track might be Regimental Sergeant Zippo, but I'm sure you will put me right on that, because I've had quite a lot of correspondence with people on this saying, why haven't I reviewed this album yet? So as you know, I've reviewed every single Elton studio album from Empty Sky all the way through to his most recent lockdown sessions. They're all on there, but I haven't reviewed this, although I have reviewed some of these songs already before. So I've got to do some analysis on that. Let's just have a look at the disc itself, which is inside. And we've got quite an attractive, as you can see, sort of pink mauve on that side. And then for the other side, we've got sort of a turquoisey blue on that. So that's quite attractive, isn't it, on the DJM label. Now, something I have got to tell you, and I can't quite believe this, is that in the UK here, if you buy some vinyl, which is new, you're probably going to spend between £20 and £30, which I suppose is not that bad, because if you think about it, in the 70s, we were spending about £5 for an album. So that's not that unusual to spend £20 to £30. Now, this record I bought for under £8 in the UK. And I followed a link that came up actually from the Elton John official site. So I can't quite believe why it's that cheap. It's a bit strange, but you know, it is the real thing. So I'm going to give it a good listen. Anyway, that's the unboxing. Let me know what you think of this if you've got it. I'm going to be interested actually to hear the power of these tracks. How much volume is there in this, considering these are old tracks but a new version? Anyway, I'll be back with a review shortly. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, we're still standing.